Shocking revelation in the Pokemon TCG. There's another Charizard. I know you guys have noticed it. Our good friends over at Poke Beach and Poke Guardian have confirmed that we're getting another Radiant Charizard in the Sword and Shield era, and it is not the Pokemon Company if they aren't giving us a Charizard in basically every single set, right?
That's exactly how it feels nowadays. It's just like slap a Charizard on it, like I've said before.
Yep.
It's like anytime I feel like it's like anytime they like have any sort of doubt, they're like, you know what, guys,
gotta throw a Charizard in there.
This set, just put a Charizard in. Just put the Charizard in. It's gonna do fine. It's just at this point, that's what it feels like.
It started with Champion's Path. Champion's Path was the first set where they were like, okay, it's a really cool set, but I'm not sold on it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a shiny Charizard inside.
Yeah.
Like they totally could have just left it with the rainbow Charizard and it would have been great. But they knew, they were like, this is a very subpar set, so it needs more help. What are we going to do? We're going to add another shiny Charizard V in it. Absolutely crazy.
Exactly.
Didn't need to happen whatsoever.
No.
We're going to put it in the, but...
I'm not going to complain. I pulled it. So, I'm happy that it's in there.
We pulled the shiny Charizard from Champion's Path literally in our very first opening. It was like our third pack total.
Oh, my gosh.
It was awesome.
It literally was my last opening of Champion's Path. I pulled that and like literally it was like, I'm not opening another Champion's Path
Never again.
In my life.
Never again.
Because it'll be about 3,000 more Machamps.
But yeah, so this is the run we're looking at, guys. We're looking at Pokemon Go, Radiant Charizard. We're looking at Brilliant Stars, 1,700 Charizards inside that set. And now we're already back with another Radiant Charizard, which, by the way, this is, the first Pokemon to get 2 different Radiant cards. Considering we've only gotten, 12 to 15 Radiant cards already, did you really have to double down on a Charizard again? Out of 900 Pokemon, dude.
Not to mention... It's the exact same card.
Yes,
it does. They had to do that. The exact same attack.
They had to do that because they couldn't mess up the game anymore. And that's why that's why these alternate arts are such a good thing, because they don't have to create new cards they don't affect it differently. And I think our trainer galleries are the same way, right? Like, isn't the trainer gallery? They're the exact same. And that's why they do it, just to make it easy on the trading card game and to give collectors something more to chew on. But the Pokemon Go Radiant Charizard is terrible. It's a terrible artwork. It's smushed, tiny little shiny Charizard with a terrible background. It's just not a good card. It looks stupid. It looks bad. And I think they're trying to fix it with this new Radiant Charizard artwork, which looks significantly better. Do you agree?
Oh, 100%. That was my first thought. When I saw this card, I was like, oh, they're just trying to fix their boo-boo that they made. That's all it is. Because you're right. Like the Pokemon Go Charizard, and I said this when we first saw images of the first Radiant Charizard, that the artwork just didn't do it for me. Like, it was a shiny Charizard. Yeah, naturally that's going to help the card do better because it says Charizard on it. But like, man, that artwork, when you had it up next to like the Radiant Greninja or even the Radiant Venusaur from the same set, Pokemon Go, it just didn't stand a chance when it came to the artwork. And this one, definitely looking at the artwork, I do like the artwork a lot more for this one. It looks better. You get a better view of Charizard. He's kind of, right up front and center. It's, not a picture of his butt or anything like that we've
They've been doing that so much lately. Why are they doing butts
so
of
many
everybody,
butts,
bro?
So many Pokemon butts. So I'm happy that it's not that.
It's weird that it's like got an icy background, though. Like, I must admit.
It is. Is that how, and I'm just not, is that how the Shining Charizard was back in the day? The first one where he's just like all silver.
I don't think
like
so.
The background is kind of like faded out a little bit, but I always wondered. I always kind of thought he was in like a cold environment like
Could
that.
be.
So that kind of made sense to me when I saw it, like this. But it's definitely different. You don't see Charizard in the snow too often.
So the Pokemon Go Radiant Charizard is going for about $22 right now, which makes it the most expensive Radiant to be released. Do you think that this Radiant Charizard in Crown Zenith, which I believe we're getting it for Crown Zenith, I think it's been confirmed Do you think it's going to be more than the Pokemon Go Radiant Charizard, or like, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I do. I don't know how much more. Again, it's the exact same card. So when it comes to like playability, there's no difference there. So I think that with the artwork alone, I do think it's going to, grab a bigger price tag. I'm really only feeling like it might be $5 to $10 more when it all settles down. But yeah, I think this artwork is definitely better than the Pokemon Go artwork, and is really what's going to that, and the pull rate.
I was going to say, I think the only thing that matters is rarity. I think rarity is the only thing that matters. There's over 200 Radiant Charizards from Pokemon Go, and I think I've pulled 6 Radiant Charizards, from Pokemon Go, so it's really not that rare of a card, which is why it's only $22, for a Shiny Charizard, which is crazy. I think it all depends on the pull rate. Are the Radiants going to be more rare in Crown Zenith? Are they going to be more in Crown Zenith? Like, what do you think? But I also would like to ask you, what do you think the other Radiants we're going to get inside Crown Zenith will be? Because it's hard to tell, because they've been doing some weird selections. I was not expecting a Radiant Alakazam inside Silver Tempest. I am extraordinarily happy that it was. And same thing with Serena, Like, Serena got a V, Alakazam got a V in a full art back in Vivid Voltage era, Vivid Voltage time. So I was really surprised that, and I think Serena was around Darkness Ablaze time. So I was super surprised to get them as Radiants. And if we're getting Charizard, do you think we're getting Blastoise and Venusaur again as well? You think we're getting a Radiant Pikachu? Like, what's your thoughts? Who would you change it to, and who else do you think is coming?
So I'm not going to lie to you. They did put out who the other Radiants are going to be. So if you read in on PokeBeach, the original article for Crown Zenith, they do mention that we're getting Radiant Charjabug and Radiant Eternatus. So I think the
Eternatus is awesome, but Charjabug, cool. Bro, is it seriously Radiant Charjabug? Like, it's not even Vikavolt?
Radiant Charjabug.
Why would they not do Vikavolt? Why would they go to Charjabug? Like, you
I don't know.
You might as well make a freaking Radiant Weedle.
I mean, that would be cool. I'd be down for a Radiant Weedle. I would totally. Over a Charjabug, heck yeah.
All right, maybe over a Charjabug, but like over Radiant Arcanine?
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started on that.
Over Radiant Lucario?
My whole bank account trying to pull a Radiant Arcanine. Radiant Lucario would look awesome,
right?
But yeah, this makes
Radiant
no sense.
Tyranitar,
Radiant Charjabug, to me, man.
Radiant Machamp,
man. Radiant Machamp, that would have made the most sense to me. I mean, they've been pushing Machamp throughout the Sword and Shield era like crazy. That would have made way more sense to me.
Charjabug, my mind is blown. I didn't even read that part of it. Eternatus is cool. Charjabug?
I mean, I don't know why. You know what? I'm thinking it's just going to have a really good ability on it or something like that. It's going to be super playable. I can't understand why else they would put Charjabug. I mean, it's like, it's not like, I mean, is there
blown.
Anybody out there that likes Charjabug? Please put it down in the comments.
Please
below.
Let us know in the comments.
If you're a Charjabug fan, because maybe I'll eat my words on that. And it's super popular, and I just don't know.
You know what would have been cool? Radiant Zeraora would have been cool too. That would have been awesome. Dude. He's got one of the best freaking shiny forms in the game, dude.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. I do think, and I'm really excited to see the artwork on the Radiant Eternatus. I've always thought Eternatus was super cool. I played a really awesome Eternatus deck back when it was like the Darkness Ablaze, and like the Eternatus was the big deck to play. Right. Super fun deck to play, and it just always wanted a little bit more love for Eternatus, and we got him on some trainer galleries with Rose, just in Lost Origin. Super awesome card. So I'm really happy to see that he's getting a Radiant, and hoping that it's going to be an awesome card to play as well.
Cool. So now that you've spoiled the other Radiants for me, because I didn't read that that part of the article. Thank you. God.
Yeah, you got to read.
Read. It's like asking me to do math. We just don't do those things around here, man. So who would you have replaced? And don't say Arcanine. I know that's what you would go with, but like in all reality, like if you had to change, because remember it's a subset, so it's got to be spicy, right? You can't just, and that's why I'm gonna say no Arcanine, right? Because it would have been cool, but it's not gonna sell packs, you know?
Yeah.
So who would you have changed the Charizard with that would have helped sell packs?
So they didn't do it in Silver Tempest. I thought a Radiant Lugia would have been awesome, or Radiant Ho-Oh. I thought would have been really cool too. So either of them. I know they would never do them both in the same set. I don't know why. It seems like it would work out perfectly if they did, but I just don't see them doing that. So either of them, those would be my choices. For the last like hurrah of Radiance, because I don't see them bringing Radiance into Scarlet and Violet. We're gonna have the terrestrialized Pokemon.
That's why they gave us another Charizard, because they're done with Radiance, and I think they were like, we need to sneak in another Charizard.
For whatever reason.
Because they slap a Charizard on it. That's why, bro.
That's totally what their thought process was on that.
So I'll give you mine. Yeah,
what is
I think there's two options.
Chandelure?
There's two options. That would be dope. He's got one of the best shiny forms in the game, too. I think there's two options. One, Pikachu. Radiant Pikachu.
That would have made sense.
Would make total. We got Radiant Eevee, right? We got Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, Eevee. The one that you're missing is Pikachu. And the other one I think that would have been really, really cool would have been a Radiant Mewtwo. I think Radiant Mewtwo would have been good.
That would have been awesome.
A Radiant Mew would be cool too, but we already got the gold shiny Mew in Celebration, so I think we scratched that itch. So I think a Radiant Mewtwo would have been a good way to go. Mewtwo and Pikachu would have been my top two selections to get a Radiant. And again, Charge-a-Bug. I can't. I mean, did they seriously sit down for a second and go, hey, how do we sell more Crown Zenith packs? We got to get a shiny variant of Charge-a-Bug out there.
Yeah.
What? It's a Sun and Moon Pokemon. It's not even a Sword and Shield era Pokemon.
No. I mean, Charizard isn't either.
Well, but dude, Charizard's Charizard, bro. But I mean, like, if this is a farewell to the Galar region, you can't do a first evolution form of a Sun and Moon Pokemon. Like, you might as well have done Radiant Tapu Koko. Like,
right?
Seriously, man.
That would have made a little bit more sense to me. You know, at least it's like a...
Even like a Radiant Copperajah, even though I hate Copperajah, would have made sense because it's Galar. You know, something along those lines. Radiant Toxtricity would have been awesome. Like, Radiant Dragapult would have been dope. Like, just so many different options.
Radiant Zashi and Zamazenta.
Yeah.
Could have thrown those in a set.
That's right. But yeah, guys, that's what we're thinking. That's our thoughts. That's our thoughts on the Radiant Charizard. We're trying to, control our outbursts and all that kind of stuff. That being said, I really hope I pull the Radiant Charizard.
I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean,
hypocrite.
Let's be real.
Such a hypocrite. But yeah, guys, next level TCG, man. Posting Pokemon-related content here on YouTube 5 to 6 times per week. So if you're into that sort of thing, make sure you drop a sub. And if you like today's conversation, hit that like button for us. It really, really helps out. It's 1 second for you guys, and it's a lifetime of gratitude from us to you, like forever. Like, I will send you a thank you note every day. But it really, really helps us out. Let us know down in the comment section, did we really need another Radiant Charizard? And what Pokemon would you have put in instead of Radiant Charizard? But ASX, send us home.
As always, guys, be kind, be yourself, level up, and when in doubt, slap a Charizard on it.